Paintbrush choices can seem pretty overwhelming. In this video, I will share my recommendations of the best paintbrushes for acrylic landscape painters. Once you have some experience, you will find your own favorites. Until then, I can get you started and dispel some confusion about your choices. I have bought very expensive brushes and very inexpensive brushes. What I've found is that they both wear out pretty similarly. The expensive brushes seem to last a little longer, but not 10 times longer, and in some cases that is the cost difference. I recommend using the best paint you can afford, but I also recommend buying only average priced brushes. The thing that is more important than the price is the shape of the brushes that you're buying, and then putting those brushes through some quality tests. The main concern is that your brush doesn't lose bristles in your paint or on your painting. Good quality brushes will spring back into shape after flicking them with your thumb. Take note if any of the bristles fall out immediately or get splayed immediately. I have found great success in the moderately priced brushes that come bundled in a package at my local art store, and I've discovered some equally useful brushes at the dollar store and on Amazon. If I take good care in cleaning them properly, they last for quite a few paintings. In general, acrylic brushes are made of synthetic bristles. Synthetic is a little less stiff than natural bristles, and these softer bristles work better for acrylic painting. Also note that natural bristles don't hold up to being continually wet, and acrylic brushes are often wet while in use. This is because water is the main additive when thinning acrylic paint. Natural bristles tend to splay and even fall out in those conditions. I will show you 5 main shapes that I like to use in my acrylic landscape paintings, as well as their uses and brush strokes. The flat brush, the round brush, the filbert brush, the fan brush, and the liner brush. These are both flat brushes, and I call them knife edge because that is my very favorite feature about them. When they're brand new, they have a chisel edge, which helps me to control the paint very specifically. I can make wide, straight strokes as well as thin, straight lines. That is so helpful when doing horizon lines and the edges of mountains and rocks. You can press the corners perpendicular into the canvas, and it makes great foliage and leaf shapes too. The sharp corners are great for adding very fine detail as well. If you could only afford 1 or 2 brushes, I would recommend buying a few sizes of this type. Filbert brushes. These are very useful when blending because the corners are rounded. They leave a blurred edge and are great for blocking in clouds and water reflections. They can make a thin blurred line as well as a thick blurred line, which is necessary when painting in distant mountains. Fan brush. This brush has a wonderful skinny edge, like the flat knife edge brushes that I love. They are great for creating grass and foliage on trees. If you use the dry brush method, it's a great way to show water in a waterfall with just a few strokes. This brush can also make very unrepetitious shapes for foliage when pressed into the canvas. Round brushes. I rarely use these in large painting because they are hard to control and they don't cover much area. Because of the roundness of their bristles, they are great for small shadow detail in clouds that need to have blurred edges, but I often get the same effect with my flat knife edge brushes if I'm careful. This last one is a liner brush. Notice how long the bristles are. I recommend it for very thin branches and when you want to make wispy long grasses for finishing touches to your painting. They are also great for signing your work. I want to mention that the sizes vary from company to company, so it's best to compare the size of the brushes to some known width instead of using the numbers. For example, compare size to the width of a pencil or the width of your finger. If you can manage it, I would recommend 2 sizes of flat brushes, 2 sizes of filbert brushes, 1 fan brush, 1 round brush, and 1 liner brush. In the sizes you see here, this one is about the width of my thumb, this one is about 3/4. Either one of these sizes would be fine for a round brush. That's about the width of my thumb again. And that's about 3/4. And a nice size fan brush, like almost 2 thumb widths at the very top. And that's how long those bristles are on that liner brush. All of this information will get you started, and you will see which ones work best for you.